The U.S. has blocked Canadian access to a library straddling the Canada-U.S. border, drawing criticism from a Quebec town where people have long enjoyed easy entry to the space.
For the border itself, you wouldn't know the difference between Stansted and Derby Line.
The Haskell Free Library and Opera House is located between Stansted, Quebec, and Derby Line, Vermont. It was built deliberately to straddle the frontier between the two countries, a symbol of cooperation and friendship between Canada and the U.S. The library's entrance is on the Vermont side. Previously, Canadian visitors were able to enter using the sidewalk and entrance on the American side but were encouraged to bring documentation, according to the library's website. Inside, a line of electrical tape demarcates the international boundary. About 60% of the building, including the books, is located in Canada. Upstairs, in the Opera House, the audience sits in the US while the performers are in Canada. Under the new rules, Canadians will need to go through a formal border crossing before entering the library. This closure not only compromises Canadian visitors' access to a historic symbol of cooperation and harmony between the two countries but also weakens the spirit of cross-border collaboration that defines this iconic location, the town of Stansted said in a press release on Thursday. Customs and Border Protection did not immediately respond
no
to
matter
queries
what this
posed on
administration does, it will not change the fact that Stansted and Derby Line are partners and friends forever. We have too many reasons to cherish our relationship, and it's not one man that will change that. We drink the same water. We share the same sewer plant. Things we've done and we've been doing for decades. Things that make sense. Without borders, you wouldn't even know we are two separate communities. Change is normal and expected, but when it progresses forward, when it improves habits, relations, and the economy.
In a statement to Reuters, a Department of Homeland Security spokesperson said the U.S. was responding to drug trafficking.
I never thought, there's a lot of things these days that we never thought we would see. That's one of them.
Drug traffickers and smugglers were exploiting the fact that Canadians could use the U.S. entrance without going through customs. We are ending such exploitation by criminals and protecting Americans, the statement said. The department provided no evidence of drug trafficking or smuggling and did not immediately respond to a request for additional information. In 2018, a Quebec man named Alexis Vlachis pleaded guilty in a Vermont court to charges relating to a plot to use the library to smuggle backpacks full of handguns into Canada on at least 2 occasions. He was later sentenced to 51 months in a U.S. prison. Relations between the United States and Canada, longtime allies, have deteriorated since Donald Trump threatened to annex Canada as the 51st state and imposed tariffs. The library is a relic of a time when Americans and Canadians could cross the border with simply a nod and a wave at border agents. Residents say it was the gift of a local family in the early 1900s to serve the nearby Canadian and American communities. A small group of American and Canadian protesters gathered outside on Friday.
In the
Peter
Quebec
Welch,
town of
a
Stansted, the
Democratic
library it
senator
shares
from
with a
Vermont,
town across the
called
border
reports of
is
the
now a
closure
symbol
troubling.
of the strained relationship